This is the Moshpit Backstage podcast for punk, metal, and rock interviews and segments.
Sonata Arctica are a metal band from Finland due to release their upcoming album The Ninth Hour in a week and a half on the 7th of October. On the line I have lead vocalist Tony. Tony, welcome to Moshpit.
Happy to be here, thanks for having me.
Thank you. So your ninth album entitled The Ninth Hour is set for release this October. Tell me a bit about the album, how it came about, how this, the saying The Ninth Hour can have like a religious meaning, although the album has themes of world deterioration, including the album cover.
It's not a concept album. A lot of people are asking me about that because, you know, of course, basically you have this nature theme on the cover, and then also there are a couple of songs that are like environmentally aware in a way, and of course one thing is the biblical meanings of the ninth hour, which is something that I was and am aware of totally. Of course, I'm not really a religious person at all, so that's not what I mean by that. That's one line that I took from Bible, and it kind of fits with the meaning of the album cover itself really well. Because, you know, cover, if I explain real quick what it's all about, on the cover we have this like utopian future as a background where everything is in harmony, nature and human technology and everything, and it's perfect. And then we have this hourglass contraption, the two alternatives for that utopia, which are dystopia and then this, I don't know what to call it, but it's the future where nature has had its chance of healing itself because we are no longer there. We have annihilated ourselves. Yeah. So that's the idea with it, and we are just, you know, meddling with that button, this wheel underneath the hourglass, and eventually it'll tilt in one or the other direction, and hence choosing one of those alternatives for utopia, and meddling with that button means, of course, the pollution and everything that we're doing to destroy its only home of ours. So, of course, that was the first point when I started thinking about the album cover and the title just, you know, came afterwards. Of course, you need to find a name for the baby. So I started so it's just, you know, plain and simple, I started approaching with the fact that, okay, this is our ninth studio album, so it was literally my first thought, the idea that popped into my mind, and realizing that, of course, well, it's nice in a way, and it sounds good, but it's something biblical, and I actually had to study a little bit all the meanings, because, you know, it's potentially a really bad thing as well to call it that. But that's almost one line from the Bible that really fits the idea real well, and it's that God only wants us to sacrifice and to repent on the ninth hour, and it's what we are living currently. You know, we need to make sacrifices to allow this planet to survive us, and in many cases we will repent and be sorry for choices we or the previous generations have done. You know, destroyed so much of everything on this planet already. So, simple as that. That's really quick explanation of it.
Yeah, that's really cool. I personally really like the title name, and I thought the album cover was really great as well. It's really
thank you very much.
A unique way. Yeah, no worries. So I watched the music video for the song Life, and I thought it was really pretty. Like, the scenes with the blue scale were astounding. Where was this music video filmed, and where did you come up with the idea?
The idea, first of all, it came from the director, Ville Juurikkala. Now, we had some talks, of course, together what we want to have there, and about the meaning of the lyrics and everything. So we had an idea, and then he started kind of composing the structure of the video and what he would like to have there. And it was shot in partially in Finland, like our parts and 3 shots, and then some shots were shot in Iceland.
Oh, okay.
So, which is one place I would like to go once. You know, I've never been there in my life yet, but one day.
Yeah, I was thinking I'd definitely love to go to like the place that was in the music video, because it just looks so beautiful.
Yeah, welcome to Finland. Some of the places from there.
Yeah, I'll have to go there someday. What was it like to produce the album on your own as a band instead of with an outside music producer?
Well, we've never had a producer, so
okay, yeah.
This is our way of doing it, and we're both back in the early days, we really didn't have a producer, but of course, the old gentlemen who were mixing the albums, like Mikko Karvila at the time and everybody, they had a lot of saying on things, and we kind of relied on their vision of how the album should sound, everything, but they had no effect on the songs themselves, or we never had really a producer per se. But, we just used the expertise of people to create the art that we want to create, and in a way that we really want to create. So we had a producer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, it's pretty good that you can produce the albums on your own, because then you don't really have to, listen to an outside source, and you can just have everything the way that you want it. That sounds like a pretty good idea.
Well, it's got a downside as well. You kind of also lack the outside opinion at that point. It would be really healthy.
That's true.
Especially when you're done with the music per se, and you're recording and mixing and everything, and having kind of really tight schedule, it would be really healthy to be able to introduce a new person, someone with fresh ideas and fresh head, to kind of spot out and then bring out little problems and things that could be done differently or better, or just something we should maybe consider or think. And that's the kind of thing that you. And at least with this album, we missed really sorely. It would have been really healthy to have someone there.
Okay.
Outsider.
Yeah, well, I still think the album sounds good, so that's all that
thank you very much.
matters.
I think so too, but, it just felt awful stress, We had a tight schedule and everything, and we managed to get it done. And all that stress and rush that I felt, I don't think it had anything negative kind of side effect, or it doesn't really reflect the album per se, but it's just how it felt when we made it. It was pretty intense. So diamonds under pressure kind of thing, I suppose.
Yeah. What bands influence your sound as Sonata Arctica? Like, what sort of bands do you strive to sort of sound like? Like, not sound like, but inspire your sound as a band? Well,
these days I think it's really difficult. All of us, we listen to really different kind of music. Some of the guys listen more rock and metal, and then whereas I as a writer, I'm listening to just about everything. I used to listen. There are, of course, there are a few bands that are kind of closer at the moment, but it changes yearly. With every album, I seem to have a different band that I'm into, and which is really healthy, of course. And sometimes it reflects in things that I do. Like I think on this album we have one song that I feel personally is really influenced by Devin Townsend project, because I've been listening to his work lately a lot.
Yeah.
So that's good. For me, there is one song that sounds like that a little bit. Or anyway, I realized that song would not be the way it is unless that influence. So that's maybe just inside my own head. But anyway, it's a lot of there are bands that have influenced us in the early days, like Stradivarius, of course, obviously. When we started, we wouldn't be probably talking here right now without that band. So we owe them a lot. And
that's really great.
Along the years, they have built a lot of bands that we've toured and listened to, and it all just adds in the soup that becomes Sonata Arctica.
Yeah. So you toured with Nightwish this year in North America, and they're another Finnish metal band. How did the tour go, and how did you like performing with them?
Well, that was actually our third tour already. We've done one European tour with them back in 2004, and another North American tour 2008, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's fun. We are friends ever since 99, actually, so for a long, long time, so it's kind of fun to be able to tour with them every now and again, and I think it brings positive synergy to have these Finnish bands touring, so it's always fun. They treat the bands that they're touring with really well, of course, and then so it's like being on the road with a family in a good way.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine it would get like that if you're performing together a lot.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
What has the reaction been to the singles released from the album so far, and how does this make you feel about the release of the full album?
I haven't actually read any reviews, really. But there was this review, I think it was from Australia, that kind of slipped out way too early, like weeks and weeks, maybe a month ago or something like that. That's pretty much the only review I read, and it was really a good one.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm on the positive side, and heard from fans, have social media outlets and such, and the comments seem really positive. Of course, there are some people always trolling around, and no matter what you do, you're doing something wrong and all that. But
exactly.
Disregard the whole thing, and it doesn't mean anything. I just want to be face to face with people when I talk about my music, and instead of having faceless.
Yeah, exactly.
Facebook comments or whatever, it's really doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
But on the positive side, this is an album that is it's not as different from Pariah's Child as some of the earlier albums have been, in comparison to the previous one. We've been jumping around stylistically a lot, so I think this would be a lot more easy to digest for the fans that enjoyed the previous album, Pariah's Child. So.
Yeah, well, it's good to stay on the positive side, and hopefully everyone loves the new album because the singles sound really great, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. Do you have any plans in the near future for a tour in Australia?
Yeah, we've been actually talking about it, but that won't be until a year from now or something like that, maybe, but nothing solid. That's just a hope and dream at the moment. But, we definitely want to come back there as soon as possible.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Where's your favourite place that you've been in Australia so far?
We have pretty much seen, the cities, Brisbane and Sydney and Melbourne, and that's about it.
Okay.
We went on a beach with our buddy from Vanishing Point. That's about it. We didn't have a chance of seeing a lot of things, but there are places where I'd like to go. Irish Rock and shit. I think it's a little bit of long stretch on tour.
Yeah.
Find time to go there and see those places, but I'd like to see of Australia. Maybe we've had love to have even more places and cities to play in.
Definitely.
I'd take those 3 any day. It'd be fun.
Yeah, so you've had mostly good experiences here.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to the release of Sonata Arctica's 9th studio album, The 9th Hour, on 7th of October. Thank you so much for talking to me tonight, Tony.
It was a pleasure, Alan. Thank you very much for having me.
No worries.
Thanks for listening to the Moshpit Backstage podcast. You can subscribe to us on iTunes and Omni. To find out more about the show, go to www.syn.org.au/moshpit. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/moshpitonsyn, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at moshpitsyn. The regular Moshpit radio show broadcasts punk, rock and metal tunes and interviews every Thursday nights on SYN 9.7 on FM and digital radios. Listeners outside of Melbourne, Australia can stream SYN 9.7 online at www.syn.org.au. Thanks to Vintage Ruin for the music.
Hi, this is Tomato from Flash Gun Apocalypse.
Hi, I'm Enid from Girls Go.
I am Phoebe Pinnock from Heavenly Axe.
Hey, this is Gary Oldmead of the Misfits.
Hey, this is Kat Sproul from Horizon's Edge, and you're listening to the Moshpit on SYN FM.
Hi, this is Einar from Leopard.
Hi, I'm Virginia Lilly from the band Lily.
This is Raul from 1349.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ali from Zebrahead.
Hey, everybody, this is Charlie Benante with Anthrax, and you are listening to the Moshpit on SYN.